Thank you for joining me today. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Evolve Stone, the newest stone cladding for the building industry. My name is Jeff Calabrese, and my company is Preferred Marketing Associates, and we are the manufacturer sales representatives for the Evolve Stone Company for the Northeast. These are some of the other brands that we represent. To learn more about Preferred Marketing Associates, please visit us at preferredmarketingassociates.net. We're excited to introduce Evolve Stone to you today. Evolve Stone is the most authentic looking stone veneer product on the market. It's formulated out of a patented proprietary material, and it's the first stone siding that can be face nailed, reducing installation time and saving on labor. Evolve Stone is lightweight, it's color through, and it will not hold water. It can be installed with a simple nail gun and a 16-gauge stainless steel fastener, or it can be installed with adhesive for a masonry application. What's unique about this product, and as you will see in this presentation, is the stone is very authentic looking, and it's individual pieces of stone. This is not a panelized system or a sheet system. This is individual stones made from a proprietary material that's been cast from actual stone molds. The history of our company is kind of unique. We were founded by George Fritz and his son Greg. They have a background in the building industry. They own a company called Horizon Builders out of Annapolis, Maryland. And their quest to find a better simulated stone product led them to find a company in 2012 called Createch that has been making a synthetic rock for museums and aquariums, rock climbing walls, and many other places that require fake stone look. They bought the company in 2012 and took 7 years in developing the material for the construction industry. Createch builds rock structures, and you've seen some of their product. What's unique is this material, although new to the building industry, has been out for the past 20 plus years in museums, aquariums, anywhere that you've seen synthetic stone. Createch makes fake rocks. They make it for pools and museums. Here's a list of some of their clients: Cabela's, Busch Gardens, the New York Botanical Gardens. If you see in the picture second from the left, that's the inside of a Cabela's store. And all of that mountain and stone and even the trees are made out of this Evolve material. This material can be installed in water, underwater, ground contact, has no fading in UV. The picture all the way to the right is a rock climbing wall in the country of Trinidad, very close to the equator and exposed to high levels of UV light. Createch also has a division that makes playground equipment and rock climbing walls, so this material has been around for a long time. Once the Fritzes bought the company, they developed the material, they tested the material, and got all of the code approvals to introduce a very unique stone cladding veneer for the building industry. Here's a quick introduction on what Evolve Stone is. As you saw, it's individual stones that can be installed quickly. Some of the unique features of the material is it is moisture impermeable. It will not hold moisture. This was a really big deal because most of the cementitious products and stone products and mortar and lath products held moisture up against your building, creating opportunities for rot and leaks and moisture vapor to transfer inside the wall cavity. As you saw from the video, it's a quick and easy install. It can be installed with a simple nail gun, or like I said, it can be installed on a masonry application with adhesive. And another unique feature is the color, it goes throughout. So cut pieces, or even if you broke pieces on the job, those pieces can still be used. There's a list of features and benefits of Evolved Stone. Here's a handful of them. Face nailed with a 16 gauge stainless steel finish nail, has tremendous holding power. It's moisture impermeable, like we talked about, and color infused. It's extremely durable. So unlike cementitious products and other simulated stone products that are heavy and can break, our product is very durable. It is lightweight at 2 pounds per square foot, so it's easy to handle. It's easy to transport to jobs and get to second levels of buildings. It installs a lot faster, and you don't need specialized labor, so you don't have to wait for the masons to show up. Any siding applicator or GC can install the product. There's no effect from freeze thaw. We've tested the material from -40 to +160 with less than 1% movement, so the product can be installed in any climate zone. It's UV resistant. There's no noticeable fading of the product, no specialized labor or training like we spoke about. It installs with standard tools, so your standard chop saw, Dremel, oscillating tools to cut it. And there's engineered shapes and patterns that we'll talk about, and there's a nice mix of those pre-portioned in each box. So even if you're trying to create a certain pattern, you have enough of each of the different size stones in each box. And this is a big deal. There's no weather restrictions. So unlike masonry products and mortar and lath products that can be need to be installed in the warmer temperatures, you can install the Evolved Stone product in any temperature or even in the rain. And we make two types of material. The standard Evolved Stone is a Class C rated, and then we also make a Class B fire rated option for when the building codes require it. As I've stated earlier, all of the testing was done over a 7-year period as we developed this for the building industry, and all of those test results, coding and testing certificates, as well as ICC ES reports are all available on the Evolved Stone website. The product line consists of the field stone, which are packaged in boxes 14 and a quarter square feet per box. There's a pre-made exterior outside corner and a pre-made sill piece. There are some other materials you'll need for the installation. The appropriate building wrap that meets the specifications that Evolve requires, a drainage plane or a rain screen, 3 millimeter, 1/8. And then if you're installing on a masonry application, you'll need adhesive and primer. This is a quick demonstration. One of the #1 questions that we get is, can you see the fasteners once you install through the face of the stone? And since this is a virtual presentation, we're going to show you a close-up. The fasteners countersink into the surface, and they're virtually undetectable. They just kind of disappear. You have a lot of flexibility with this material. Should you put a piece in the wrong spot or need to remove a piece for some reason, while they're difficult to pull off with your bare hands, they can be pried off and you can reuse the piece. There are 5 patterns available in Evolved Stone in 4 different colors. So 4 different colors in each of the 5 different patterns. The first pattern to the left is Capital Sky. That is a mix of 2-inch high and 4-inch high stones in various widths to create a unique look. The District View, the next pattern from the left, is all 2-inch high stone. So this is a smaller stackable stone look. The height of the stone is 2 inches. The widths vary. This gives you a very tight, modern, stackable pattern. Potomac Trail incorporates some squares and rectangles. The smallest stone here is 2 by 2. The largest square is 6 by 6. Georgetown Run is the largest pattern. It also has varying shapes from a 2 by 2 all the way up to a 7 by 10 stone. And then National True, all the way to the right, is an all 4-inch high stackable look, which with different widths. There are 4 colors available in all of those patterns. 2 of our top selling patterns are the Morning Aspen here to the left in the National True pattern, and then our Phantom Shadow color to the right in our District View pattern. The other 2 colors are our Dune Point color on the left in the Capital Sky pattern, and then our Kodiak Mine color in the Potomac Trail pattern to the right. You saw a brief video of the product being installed. The installation is rather simple. We have some excellent resources on the Evolve Stone website, evolvestone.com, including written installation instructions, details, and videos. One of the important aspects of the installation on a sheathing application is the proper wall prep. And the installation instructions call out a weather-resistant barrier or a building wrap that complies with the ASTM E2556 test method. And this is really important because we want the base layer protecting the OSB and the home to be the proper quality building wrap that has the right perm rating, the right strength, and the right water holdout. We recommend 2 Typar building wrap, any of their building wraps, or the Tyvek commercial grade, or anything equivalent to those products. After the building wrap, we then call for a rain screen, a 3mm or 1/8-inch dark colored rain screen. That provides a drainage and drying. Even though the stone can't hold water, we still want to get rid of the water that might get behind the stone. Here's what that wall prep looks like in a picture. You see the Typar product weather-resistant barrier installed over top of the OSB, a dark color 1/8-inch rain screen. And again, dark color is important since this is a mortarless system. We don't want a light color or a bright color to be able to be seen through the cracks in the stone. So a dark color 1/8-inch rain screen provides drainage and drying along the wall cavity. On the website, you'll find lots of resources for installation, including videos, pro tips, as well as our 30-page installation guide with all kinds of details. In addition to the sheathing application, Evolve Stone can also be installed directly to a masonry wall. You can do this by the use of adhesives. Our recommended adhesive and primer is the Trem Grip adhesive and Volcom primer. The primer is important to prime the masonry wall as well as the back of the stone to increase the adhesion of the adhesive. And then the installation instructions calls for the adhesive to be run in vertical beads on the stone, allowing still a drainage plane to get behind the stone, and a heavy bead so that, especially if you're transitioning from sheathing to a foundation wall, you can bring the stone out to the same plane. Here's what pictures of that installation would look like. Priming the back of the stone, priming the concrete wall. You only need a little bit of primer. It goes a long way. And again, it just increases the adhesion. Laying a heavy bead of vertical bead of the Trem Grip adhesive on the back of the stone, and then pressing gently up against the masonry application. Here's some finished pictures of a masonry project where they had a poured concrete wall that they glued up our Georgetown Run in Phantom Shadow color. As you can see, they're still working on the picture to the left. They even used it for the landscaping and retaining wall. You can also glue up right over top of a brick or a light stucco that doesn't have too many real high points. You can see our informal testing where we're working with the trim grip to show you how well it holds the material up. Another unique feature of this material is the workability of it. The material cuts and works just like a lightweight wood or a light dense wood. You can use standard tools in it, whether it's a Dremel or a drill or a circular saw. It's easy to cut, it's easy to create shapes that work. Here's a quick video that just illustrates the point. One of the accessories is the sill. The sill comes in 20-inch pieces. It needs to be installed with a trim screw, a 4-inch trim screw. There's no pre-drilling needed with this material, so you can screw right through. And here's an example. Now, you'll have a little bit of an exposed hole there where the head of the screw recessed. For our purposes, we're not concerned with it. There's nothing wrong with that hole. It won't impede the performance of the material. But from an aesthetic standpoint, we recommend filling it with caulk, a color-matched caulk or a textured caulk that you might be able to find, or just filling it with a similar color caulk and then taking some of the dust from the cut evolved stone pieces and blowing it in for the texture. It's an excellent tip to hide that hole. We also make prefabricated outside corners for all of the patterns that we manufacture, and they can easily be used on all outside corners. We also have a lot of folks that decide to make their own corners, so you could use our prefabricated corner like you see in the top, or people have installed our products with corner boards like in the bottom left picture, or abutted joints that they've made their own. Even in the right picture there, we've seen some folks that mitered the corners themselves. All of this is doable and acceptable. We talked a little bit about the packaging, but the evolved stone is packaged in 14¼ square feet per box. The boxes weigh 29 pounds. They are shrink wrapped to protect them all through the delivery channel, even onto the job site, and they have handles built in to make it very easy to travel. This was an interesting study that Remodeling Magazine did. It's called a cost value study, where they determine if you spend money on a particular part of your home, what you will recoup in that cost and the resale value. And the interesting thing, this 2020 study showed that manufactured stone veneered gave you your highest return in the resale value. So 95.6% of the cost you would spend on manufactured stone veneer, you would recoup in the resale value of your home. Interesting is it's the only category in the top 10 that actually went up from 2019 to 2020. And then we'll finish this presentation with a handful of projects. What's unique about our stone is it appeals to a wide variety of projects and people, everything from a do-it-yourselfer to commercial applications. So we tried to put a little bit of pictures of all of those types of applications. Here's a single family entry-level home where the contractor decided he would do a small wall on the front porch with our stone, had the vinyl siding installer actually install it, didn't need to call in a mason. So it added a little bit of different look to really an entry-level starter home. Here's a home in Pennsylvania where they did the bump out with the windows in the stone as well as the steps. So new construction is a popular category. Remodeling is a huge category and also contributes to what that remodeling marketing survey showed. This is a remodeling project in Long Island, a split level home in New Jersey that had brick on the bottom level that the homeowners wanted to cover up. So this contractor decided he would plywood over the brick and install the stone. They also glued the stone to 2 chimneys that had the same brick on this home. to create a really unique look. Custom homes is another category that our product is used a lot in. This is a project in Annapolis, Maryland, where they were using our District View, the 2-inch stone, and this is the finished version. They even used us on the interior on a feature wall with a fireplace and a television. This is a custom home that was built by Perkins Builders Brothers, the YouTube channel builder in North Carolina. They used our stone on a project. A pool house in Maryland, where you can see they used us for the water table. A custom home in Virginia Beach. You can see the workability around some of the vents and the chimney. You can also use this stone interior. So lots of uses in the interior application. An island, the feature wall that we showed you in the Annapolis project, some other interior walls, bathrooms, featured rooms, backsplashes, all very popular. Commercial applications, this is a restaurant in Maryland. This was during the installation and some of the final pictures. The bar, the hostage stand, the fireplace. Country club in Maryland. Community center in Maryland. This is an interesting picture, a convenience store in Virginia. They wanted to dress up the beverage cooler area, so they glued Evolve Stone right to the wall. We see a lot of commercial metal buildings that are looking to enhance the bottom with stone. This is a project in New York where they used us on the bottom. This is a barn in Oklahoma. This was an interesting project where they actually took a couple of different colors of Evolve Stone and made their own color blend. So it came out really nice. Multi-family project in Connecticut, an apartment. You can see a close-up of the stone around the windows. It's really a wonderful project. Landscape deck builders are using our product. You can see this deck that was done by a deck builder. This is one of the more popular uses of this product, outdoor fireplaces and indoor fireplaces for that matter, but outdoor fireplaces are a real favorite. Here's one that's completed. Here's one still under construction. We even see some do-it-yourself projects. We were fortunate this do-it-yourselfer decided to send us pictures of his built-in smoker that he created with a granite countertop and Evolve Stone around it. And this homeowner did a poured foundation or poured masonry wall in their patio and glued it up. We have lots of sales aids available to help show the product and sell the product, as well as single stones, color samples, introduction kits, and sample boards. I want to thank you for the time you've given us today to learn about Evolve Stone. To find a dealer or to learn more information or check out our videos, go to evolvestone.com. Thank you.